Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna do a fall makeup look. But before we jump in, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and please keep on watching. So I'm gonna be starting with the eyes just to avoid messing up the foundation if we have a little bit of fallout from the eyeshadow. So as always, I'm gonna prime my eyes with the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. I really like this one so much. I think it's even better than concealers in priming the eyes. And next, I like to set the eye primer with the Nikkei Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. This powder is amazing, you guys. I know I don't stop talking about it, but it really blurs all the textures on your skin and keeps your makeup in place all day long. So what I like to do is press the powder into my skin. Sometimes I like to bake, but this way is also very good. You push the product into the skin so that it actually locks in the eye primer or the concealer, whatever product you are setting. As you can see, it's effortless and it blends really well. So now for eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using this Morphe 3502 palette. It looks like this. I really like this one because it has 35 shades, so you can create whatever look you can think of, like natural looks like using the above colors on the top here, or even smoky looks using all the dark colors at the bottom here. And this black is really pigmented and easy to blend at the same time. So I don't have an eye look in mind, but I know what colors I'm gonna go for. So let me start with adding a transition shade. So I'm gonna be using this top shade here. You know what, I have the shade names somewhere, so let me go look for it and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm starting with this shade here, which is called Universal. So I like to add transition shades like this to help blend the darker colors. You know what, I'm thinking of doing like the eyeshadow with a tape thing, so I'll go bring the tape and be right back. Okay, so I couldn't find the tape, but I found these like label stickers or something, but let's go for it. Okay, so now I'm gonna deepen up the crease a little bit. So I'm gonna use the shade Contour here. Looks like this, with the same brush. And I tend to go a little bit over my crease because I have hooded eyes, so to create the illusion of a bigger crease or bigger eyelid, I tend to take the darker colors a little bit upwards. Now I'm gonna take the same shade with a smaller blending brush and go over what I've already done, just to deepen up the crease a little bit. As you can see, I'm not going into my inner corners with the darker colors because I'm gonna create like an eye look with a deeper outer corner and going into lighter shades up to the inner corners. Now I'm gonna take this shade here, it's called Rich. It's a kind of a medium brown shade, a little bit warm toned, just to deepen up the crease even more. Now back to the fluffy brush, and without any more product, I'll blend all the colors together. Now I'm gonna go with a smaller blending brush with this shade here, which is called Brave, just to give a little bit of warmth and redness to the look. It's a little bit of a burgundy color. I think burgundy is the color for fall. And don't worry about any mess up in your eyes, like in the inner portion of your eyes, because we're gonna add a light color now to fix everything. And I'm back with the fluffy brush to blend this eye because I have a feeling it's a little bit patchy. And I'm gonna go actually back to the burgundy. I'm gonna pack it to the inner portions here to deepen it up and go back and add the light color. So now with a flat brush, I'm gonna add this burgundy color to my outer corner. And of course we're gonna go back and blend it. But we use this flat brush to actually pack on the color at first and then go back and blend it with a fluffy blending brush. So I just pack on this color here. And it looks messy now, but once you remove the tape, it will look a whole lot different. And now blend this burgundy. And with the first transition shade, I'm gonna add a little bit on this fluffy brush to sort of remove any harsh lines and blend all the colors together. Now because the Morphe palette doesn't have a light shade that I can add in my inner portion, I'm gonna use another palette, which is the Urban Decay Born Taram palette. I'm gonna use the shade Weekender to add in the inner portion of my eyes. So actually first I'll remove all the sticker or the tape so that you can see how the look looks different now. It looks a whole lot neater and nicer. Now I'm gonna go with the shade Weekender and I'm gonna use my finger for that. I'm gonna add it in the inner portion of my eyes and I'll go back with a brush after that to blend all the colors together. It's a very easy look, which is suitable for the fall. Now with the fluffy brush, I'm gonna remove any harsh lines I created here and blend the light and deeper colors together. Now I'm gonna start with the face and I'll finish off the eyes later. So for foundation, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Foundation. I really love this foundation, you guys. It's pretty lightweight but very high coverage as well, and it has SPF, so it's suitable for daily use, and I really love it. So what I like to do is add one pump on the back of my hands and start blending with the beauty sponge. I'm using the Nikea Joy Cosmetics Pro Perfecting Sponge. I know I talk about this sponge so much, guys, but it's really amazing, so soft, and gives this airbrushed finish to the skin, and it blends products really well, and it's actually super soft. Unlike the original Beauty Blender, which I thought is very harsh to my skin, I have very sensitive skin, as you can see. I'm not gonna bother like adding foundation here because we're gonna add concealer so that we can precisely finish up this part here without messing up the eyeshadow. Now for concealer, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. If you haven't seen me try this one, I'm gonna link the video in the description box down below. So this one is pretty full coverage, so I'm not gonna add a lot so that we can avoid being cakey. I'm just gonna be careful around the eyeshadow here and gonna add a little bit on the bridge of the nose, on the forehead and chin. So the first time I used this concealer was a little bit not a nice experience because the foundation, the base was really horrible, so I couldn't like judge how the concealer was actually performing. So today is the first time I use it on a proper foundation. Now I'm gonna start blending and I'll be careful not to mess up the eyeshadow. And now for bronzer, I'm gonna be using the bronzer shade in the NARS palette, which is this shade here. I have used this color before, but I haven't tried any of the other colors. I actually tried the highlighter here. So I'm gonna go in with this bronzer and actually try how it looks. So this palette has a very different formula than other face palettes. It's a little bit like cream to powder formula, and it looks like this. If you can see, it's creamy. It has this luminosity to it. Not sure if the camera can pick it up. Yeah, can you see what I'm talking about? It's really soft and like creamy. It looks actually very natural. It doesn't have like the harsh line that you struggle with blending in like contour colors. And yeah, it's actually really nice. I love it. It blends seamlessly with like zero effort. What do you guys think? This palette, you guys, is $59. It's extremely expensive. Like, I can say I sold my kidney to buy this one. But I thought it has like 3 blushes, 2 bronzers and a highlighter, and the formula is actually worth it. I know it's crazy, but some products are worth the money and some products are not. I can say that. Now before adding the blush, I'm gonna add a little bit of powder in my under eyes and I'll do the blush next. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish off the eyes. So I'm gonna go with this shade here, which is Terracotta, this shade. And I'm gonna smoke my lower lash line, just like this, really close to the lash line, and connect it to the outer corner. And I'm gonna blend it with the first transition shade that I used, which is called Universal. And I'm gonna blend the darker shade here. And now for mascara, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Mascara. And now I'm gonna throw on some lashes off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with the lashes on, so let's go into the blush. So I think I'm gonna be using this shade here, this peachy shade here as a blush today. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? It's like a really soft color, like it's not hugely pigmented. I love this palette, you guys. I think it's worth the money. I'm gonna actually go in and add a little bit of the middle pink color here, just to give some color to the cheeks. And for highlight, I'm gonna be using the highlighter shade in the NARS palette as well. It looks like this, really radiant, like champagne color. Yeah, it's really soft as well. Not sure if you can see it. It gives this very subtle like highlight, as you can see. Yeah, it's really subtle. It's really suitable for this look actually. I'll just fill in my brows. I'm just gonna do that real quick off camera and I'll be right back. And now I'm gonna actually add some highlight in my inner corners and brow bones. I'm gonna be using the same highlight shade from the NARS palette. It adds like a really nice touch to the eye look. And now for lips, I'm gonna be using the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade number 84. The shades have names as well, but I only have the number here. I'm gonna link every one of the products in the description box down below so that you can know all the products I'm using. And now I'm gonna be using this NYX matte lipstick in the shade Sable. It's in like a nude color. I wanna add it just to the center here to give like this ombre effect to the lips. So there you have it, guys. This is the finished look. Let me know if you have any suggestions of products you'd like me to try and test and give you guys the review about them. And also if you have any suggestions for like types of videos you'd like me to do, pop them in the comment section down below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my social media accounts. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye! This one is opaque. This one is so opaque you don't need a concealer blending with the beauty sponge. I'm using the Nikea Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. Not powder. I'm using the Nikea Joy Cosmetics Pro Perfecting Sponge. Stop it, you stupid hair. My hair looks great. You can see, so it's very رائع. Great. I swatched the bronze color and used my finger to blend the creasing.